Ah, on peut faire un peu de bruit, là, pour les gens sur la fontaine, là-bas. Et les gens là-bas, sur la rue, là-bas, on peut faire un peu de bruit pour eux aussi. Et dernièrement, tout le monde ici, on peut faire un peu de bruit. Felt like crystals the last time. If we were faced with the fate of the world and take everything.
I've met real musicians and I never realised how not a musician I was until I met them. Like, there's people who turn up and they play the songs and they're almost craftsmen. Like, you have someone who's a real classical violin player or something, and they're like, they learn it at school, they do this thing, there's a 5,000-year-old history. I think modern music is kind of a form of like pop art, you know? It's kind of a form of taking a format and then having to reinvent it every month. Let's say most of the people that work in music that are like have been there for a while are in their like 50s, and then the new people are kind of in their early 20s, mid-20s, and there's a real distance because one of them are post-internet or communication revolution, and one of them's like pre-internet. So you have these people that are from the old world that try to that say, well, we used to do it like this, and we used to sell records in shops, and we used to do this, and we used to do that, and then there's a new model of people who have a new exciting way of doing things. And I mean, that isn't to say that people don't buy records. Like, people love buying records, but it's just it's a different meaning now. To buy a record of a band you like is like it's almost like belonging to something.
Feeling like this abstract, yeah. If ever lightning's hand you scraping in the pockets of air, whatever you like when you came in. Whatever you keys, whatever you choose, whatever you acronym.
When we were sound checking, like right in front of Hôtel de Ville, like it's just, there's like tourists, there's people who've never heard of Fnac, let alone never heard of Breton, and they don't really care. And I kind of think that in the sort of era of musicians becoming more humble and not being able to be big millionaire rock stars, that you actually are going back to being a proper artist, that you have to be hungry for your art for a while, and you have to really care about it to do it, because there's not any of this golden £1 million handshake. That I think that it's a very traditional way of being a musician, where a musician didn't used to be someone that you put on this pedestal and everyone shines lights. A musician would be someone in the corner that hopes that their music makes sense to someone.
They say that either you are here, sure. They say that either you are sure. They say that either you are sure. They say that either you are Don't get found out again.